Hey! Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to talk about 3 most common topics on IELTS Speaking Part 1, and for your information there are 3 of them. They are hometown, studies and home. I was asked one of them on my IELTS Speaking, and chances are that you can be asked them as well because they are very widespread. Today I'm going to walk you through them and show how I would answer those questions. Please don't forget to download a handout from the description box down below. As always, it's completely free, and there are even more questions for you to study. Remember, for this part of the test you're not required and not advised to speak for too long, because here usually the answers are 1 or 2 sentences long are perfectly enough. If you think that your answer should be expanded to 3 sentences, then it's okay, but usually up to 2 sentences are perfect. When you're moving towards the end of your speaking section, this is where you're going to make your answers longer and longer, but in the beginning that's not required. Please stick to very concise and short answers. Also, in the very beginning, when the examiner asks you to the room, welcomes you to take your seat and greets you, asks for your ID, maybe some other information, this is not graded. This is not the beginning of the test. Please don't worry if you were so nervous that you mixed up your name or forgot something. That's not a problem. Again, that's not graded. Only when the examiner says, "Now, this is the beginning of the IELTS speaking test. Your answers will be recorded," and so on. This is when the test actually starts. Until then, just feel relaxed, don't worry much about that. So now let's review the questions and answers to the most common topics on IELTS Speaking Part 1. And we're going to do it like that. For the questions, I'm going to ask them here, and for the answers, you're going to hear them me standing here. So I will be moving right to the left, and this is how you will understand where the examiner is and where the student is. Topic number 1, hometown. Now, I'd like to ask you a couple of questions about your hometown. Where is your hometown? I was born in the south of Russia in Caucasus, but then I was raised in Crimea in the city called Simferopol. What was it like growing there? This is an amazing land where beautiful nature meets stunning architecture. That's why probably many royals preferred living there. Has it changed much since you were a child? Not much, unfortunately. This place really needs some renovation. What do you like most about living there? The history and the nature. The former because of the royals, and the latter because of my obsession with sea, mountains and blossoming fields. What kinds of things can visitors of your hometown do and see? As a city, Simferopol does not really have much to offer, but as a region, Crimea is flooded every year with tourists because of its stunning sea resorts. Do you think you will live there when you are older? Yes, I really wish to. It's very peaceful there. The next topic is home. Now I'd like to ask you some questions about your home. Do you live in an apartment or a house? While my family lives in an apartment, I live in a dormitory in St. Petersburg. Is it a large apartment or house? My family's apartment is quite big. It's got 5 rooms. Who do you live there with? My family is large. I have 3 younger sisters and my parents living together at the moment. What is your favorite room in the apartment or house? I like both my own room and the kitchen, the latter because I'm keen on cooking. Is it quiet or noisy place to live? No, not at all. We don't live in the very heart of the city. What can you see from the windows of your apartment or house? We have a magnificent view out of our windows. My favorite part is the white tower of our main railway station. If you could change anything about your home, what would it be? I think I would just make it bigger to accommodate everyone with more comfort. And the last topic is studies. Now, I'd like to ask you a couple of questions about your studies. What are you studying? I'm doing a master's degree. My major is finance and management. Why did you choose this particular course? I chose this major because I have always been fascinated with how big companies manage to become so successful. What is your favorite subject in the course? I have 2. Finance and business analytics. Both of them help to quantify managerial indices. Are you friends with many other students from the course? Yes, I'm a very social person. I like to make many friends, and this is even more fun when studying abroad. What job would you like to have when you have completed your studies? I would like to start my career in a consulting firm or a bank, gain some experience, and then go ahead and establish my own large business. Will you have to do further studies in the future? Yes, I'm a firm believer that learning is a lifelong process, so I will make sure to constantly learn something new throughout my life. So that's it, guys. Now don't forget to download the additional questions from the worksheet down below in the description box. I really hope this was helpful, and this video will be followed up by more videos on IELTS speaking. We are going to cover all the parts from the first part today to the last third part. Thank you so much for being here with me. I will be very happy if you decide to leave a like or even subscribe, and as always, I will be delighted to see you again here. Ciao!